Insight into Injury, Shoulder Strain Prevention. And my friend Jen is here with us today. She's going to help show us some exercises to stretch out your shoulder. The first one is the wall shoulder flexion stretch. Jen, if you want to get your hand on the wall here, start at a comfortable height and then use your fingers to kind of crawl up, or use your other hand to push your elbow up. Basically, you want to get that arm up as high as you can. You might start feeling a stretch out here in your shoulder or on the other side, more in your armpit area. And as you feel that stretch, you can even step closer to get in and get a deeper stretch. We're on a door frame here, but any flat wall would do the trick. As you're up there, hold that stretch for about 10 seconds and make sure that you're not scrunching your neck up. You don't want to be a turtle here while you're standing here trying to stretch. Keep your neck relaxed, but just have your shoulders stretching up. Come on back down. And there's a variation to this as well. Go back up again, but when you get to the top, we're gonna twist. So go ahead, Jen, crawl back up there again. And now move your feet slightly and turn your torso that away. And so now this time you're gonna feel a little bit more of a stretch in the front part of your shoulder. Hold that for 10 seconds.
Oh, I like it. Feels good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Come on back down, and we're going to the doorway stretch, and this actually is my favorite. Jen, both hands at your head height, one on each side of the door frame. Take one leg and step through slightly into the doorway, and make sure you keep the orientation that your chest is in front of your hips as you step through. You don't want to be dipping in like this. Keep your chest first, and you'll feel that stretch across your front of your shoulders. Make sure that your elbows are pointing at the ground. For example, this would be bad, and this is good. And you can vary it if you want your arms up a little higher. You can get a little different angle stretch, or you can bring them down into here. Wherever it is that you feel like you're getting a good stretch across your chest. Hold it about 20 seconds. You can switch legs back and forth. Do that a couple times and repeat often throughout the day. All right, a couple more stretches, and we no longer need the door or the wall for these. Grab your hands in front of your body, Jen, and clasp them together however feels comfortable. Crisscross here is okay. And as though someone's pulling you forward, duck your head down, round out your shoulders, and you'll feel that stretch kind of crossing all the way from your elbows up and over, a little bit into your back, into the back of your neck.
Yeah, I feel that in my upper shoulders, upper back.
Yeah, and through there, that's good. You want to loosen up all the muscles on that side, and now we're going to switch it to stretch the ones on the front side. Grab behind your back there, look up a little, squeeze your shoulder blades back together, lift your arms up a little bit if you can, and you should feel that pulling all across in here. Take a deep breath while you're there to really stretch and open up the lungs too, in the front part of your shoulder. 10 seconds of that. And all right, shake it out. Next stretch is the post-cuff stretch. The posterior aspect of your shoulder here is the back part. Grab your elbow and pull your arm across your body. There you go. And you're going to feel that stretching a bit through here and around. About 20 seconds of that. You can go a little higher. If something's in your shoulders hurting, you might want to be a little lower. But Jen's doing a great job of keeping her arms straight. You're going to get a better stretch if this is stuck straight out here like this. Next, bring your arm up. Drop your hand over the back of your head and push your elbow back. Kind of make a nice frame around Jen's pretty face there. There you go. And from here, you're going to get a stretch along your tricep. Hold that 20 seconds. That should be really opening up your shoulders and your chest as well. All right, and so for your morning routine, there you have it. You should be ready to get off to work. And if you're here after work, then let's keep moving on with some strengthening exercises. Jen, the first one, we're going to be using dumbbells, but you can use water bottles, you can use your grocery bags, whatever you want here. Soup cans is fine. The first exercise is for the shoulder muscles here up on top. Elevate your arms at a 45-degree angle, just about your head height, perfect, and then come on back down to your sides. We're going to do 10 of these. As Jen's lifting her arms up, she might not be noticing if she's got adequate strength in her shoulders, but a lot of shoulder blade muscles are working too. So those muscles in the back of your body, you want to consciously squeeze your shoulder blades back a bit. And to counter that, kind of lift up your ribs and suck in your stomach muscles a little. If these weights were heavy, you would need to be doing this. So it's a good habit to get into now. Not sure if that was 10. That's good. We're going to move on to some isometric exercises. Isometrics Isometrics means you hold the exercise for a period of time and you're not actually moving your muscle to make the contraction, but it's contracting nonetheless. So it's a really safe way to get muscles stronger. We'll use the door frame again and a nice cushy towel. Here, Jen, place your left hand on there. Now as Jen lines herself up, it's important to actually slide your arm back so that the arm stays flush with her body here and her elbow should be at 90 degrees. Jen, now start to contract, start gradually, but you're gonna push in as though you're trying to move the wall and ramp up to a nice strong contraction. Hold it 5 seconds and then relax, don't drop the towel, and repeat it again. And she's doing a great job of keeping her elbow at her side. A little bit of shoulder tension back in here, and she should feel like she's gonna knock that wall over if she had enough power to do it.
You better watch out.
That's right. So the next exercise, we'll do the opposite. So now she's going to try to push out. Quarter twist, Jen, face into the door. Flip the towel around so it's along the back side of your hand. You actually don't need to use a towel here, but it's nice to have a little cushion. And her quarter twist. So now her body's lined right up there again. Her arm stays right up against her side and pretty much touching right there against her body. And she's attempting to rotate her arm out. Her hand out, not her elbow. And you'll be feeling this muscle along in here. And it's a pretty small muscle, so you might not notice that it's doing a whole lot here. You might not feel like you're actually able to move that wall this time. Maybe Jen can. But you're gonna notice that there's something tensing up in there. To make these a little bit harder, we change the angle and we go up to a higher position on the door. So Jen, bring the towel back up, place it up in here, quarter twist back to the way you started, and you're gonna put the inside part of your hand against the towel. Bring your body back over in here. And now this time, there's a 90-degree angle at her shoulder and at her elbow. Come in a little bit, and at this point, you're pushing the wall back in again. So now, being that her arm is up higher, it's a little less stable position. You've got to consciously use them shoulder blades a little bit more in your core muscles to kind of leverage that. And as she's pressing in, hold for a steady 5 seconds and release. We'll do the same thing for the outer muscle too, just like we rotated before. Rotate around, Jen, face into the door. Bring that towel around so the back of your hand now is touching the towel. Turn your palm around. Good. Scoot your body forward. Come into here. And here we are again at 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Come out a little bit to the left. Go that way. Yes, there you go. So it's like her elbow is still right in front of the plane of her body. And now she's trying to rotate like she's doing a reverse fly with her arms out with both her hand and her elbow should be making some contact there as she pushes out. Feeling it again kind of along the outside part of her shoulder here. Do these on both of your shoulders. 5-second holds, about 5 repetitions. You want to take them to the point of fatigue where you're getting a little bit of a muscle burn, but so that you're not having any pain, certainly. All right, Jen, come on back. Back here to action. We've got one more strengthening exercise, and we're going to do that sitting down. It's a great exercise to help stabilize your shoulder blades again. Fist stands are an exercise to strengthen your shoulder blade muscles. So, Jen, make some fists, place them one on either side of your hips. Just about even with your hip bone is good. Now the important part here is that you squeeze your shoulder blades back. Excellent. And now from here, if you've got a little length left in your arm, try to press your hands down so that you lift your butt up off the table a bit. Now what usually happens here is that as you press, your bigger chest muscles try to help out and you tend to roll your shoulder forward a little bit. Make sure, even as you're up here, good, that you keep squeezing those shoulder blades back. Hold it 5 seconds. The muscles way down beneath your shoulder blades in your back is where you're going to be feeling the tension. You're going to feel like you're kind of shooting up like a rocket ship. And then you can take a break. And then you repeat that again about 5 times or 5 seconds until those muscles felt like they had a good workout. Really check your form, especially as you get tired, that you're keeping those shoulders back. This should help strengthen your shoulder blades, and all those other exercises combined will keep your shoulders happy and healthy. Thanks for helping out, Jen. Here's the good shoulder health.